Now, my privilege, a pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. I have known Reverend Dr. Louis Gates for almost 23 years, and his commitment to spiritualism and to the world of spirit hasn't faded in my observation. He is a certified medium, healer, and teacher through Casadega Spiritualist Camp. So with further ado, please welcome Reverend Dr. Louis Gates.
Are you a blessing? That kind of scares some people when they start saying, well, boy, I don't know if I'm a blessing or not. I could be trouble. But are you a blessing? Are you a blessing to yourself? Are you a blessing to others? Are you a blessing to your community? Are you a blessing? There's a prayer that my father read years ago, and I found it the other day. And it says, I think like a king. I speak like a prophet. I move like a steward of heaven. Poverty has no place in my bloodline. Fear of lack dissolved by truth. Wealth flows to me from unexpected and unexplained places. I am a magnet for divine provision. Wisdom increased. My hands build, my words create, my spirit multiplies. I sow with joy, I give with purpose. I receive without guilt because I am blessed to be a blessing. He used to say that in his church years ago, to bring a blessing to the church, bring a blessing to the individuals there. And how do we receive that? How do we propel that within our lives? When we did the meditation today, it was for you to breathe and let go. Breathe and just let go. And sometimes people have a hard time letting go of hurt, of things that have happened to them, things that have propelled themselves in their life. It's hard for them to say, I'm going to let that go. I'm going to forgive. Sometimes it's hard to forgive. Sometimes it's hard to say, I'm going to forgive that. I'm going to let that be. And sometimes we just have to just walk our talk, walk where we are, be who we are in the vibration. Because we have to have that practice of gratitude in our lives, a practice of it. You can have a gratitude journal. You can have something you write down. You're grateful for something today. I've had a few clients who go, well, I'm not grateful for nothing. Well, might not be attracting too much today, dear. But sometimes people are not grateful for because you have things in your life that might not be especially what you want, but you do have it. You're pretty well healthy. You got here today. So you have pretty good health. Pretty good. So you can be grateful for that. Positive self-talk. My mother used to say, you can talk all you want to yourself. It's only when you answer yourself you're in trouble. But it's positive self-talk. Positive talk to your vibration. I am thankful for the blessings I already have. My heart is full of gratitude and peace. Every day brings me blessings into my life. I recognize and celebrate the good around me. I welcome each moment as a gift. I am grateful for simple joys and quiet moments. These are just affirmations, mantras you can do in your life. Change your mind thought. Sure, a lot of this is work. It's got a little bit of work. We got to clear out the craziness and allow ourselves to be clear. But it takes a little bit of work. Can't do it in one sitting and go, okay, I'm done. It takes a little bit of time to keep doing the mantras, to clear out of all this past training and teaching that we have learned. We have to clear it. We have to redo that. I had a workshop a little while ago, and I was teaching people about breathing and their vibration. And I said, you breathe in from the spirit world, dear. You hold that positive energy from the spirit world in your lungs, which you touch that spirit within you. And you breathe back out positive energy. She said, oh no, I wasn't taught that way. Oh, I'm just full of negative. I got to breathe all that out. I would explain to people, you're going to breathe in all that energy into your lungs. You're going to hold it there inside of your vibration. You're going to breathe out. How far does your breath go? What are you breathing in next? You're breathing out positive energy because you are positive. You're positive, and you have to think about that. You have to think that you're positive. You're not full of negative energy and craziness and nonsense. You're positive. You have to be positive. Because once you start thinking negativity in your vibration, then it starts to take root in your auric field. Negativity will always grow weeds. It'll always grow stuff in your auric field. So you have to do that. When I was raised around here, and I spent a lot of time here in camp in my life, there are a lot of ministers and mediums that have left this organization. But I used to sit with Reverend Harry Fogel. I used to sit with him every couple of days. I'd sit in Harry's office. I'd talk to Harry. Harry would make sure that you had positive energy because he'd meet you at the door and almost put your eye out with some dowsing rods. And if those dowsing rods didn't work well, they didn't think they were good energy. He wouldn't let you in his office. Those dowsing rods had to move. They had to be the right, or you didn't get in. I had people kind of wish crystals around me out here and wave crystals around me. If they didn't think the crystal was shining enough, I didn't get in their office. So they had these little modalities that they did that I thought was cool. And Miss Lolly Weigel, she was here. She was a psychometrist. That's who she was. She would touch things, feel the energy, and she would give you readings. And I knew Lolly before she got out here. I knew Lolly before she was here. But when I first came back out here, I had not told Lolly I had gotten married. And I brought my wife. And Lolly ran out and hugged me. And in my ear, I could hear Lolly going, who's she? Married to her, Lolly. Be nice. Be nice, Lolly. But we had a group of individuals here, and a lot of the ones now have all passed to spirit. Reverend Helen Hansen, June Mahoney. We had Reverend June Smith, Virginia Bullock, Reverend Virginia Hutchinson. And most people didn't know Reverend Donna Chan. She lived back here in the back. A lot of the ministers and people here now have gone to spirit. But I always believe that they are in spirit watching us, connecting to us from the spirit world. They're listening to us. They're trying to help us. So if we kind of just listen, and there's always music playing. There's always music playing in the spirit realms. And when you get to a moment of asking for blessings in the vibration, but you get a moment, you can hear that music, that vibration of music in the spirit world. You can hear it. It's by just getting quiet, allowing spirit to speak to you. On spiritualism, it's kind of this whole thing we mostly connect to is communication with spirit. People want to talk to somebody that has gone to the spirit world. They want them to bring back information to help them, to encourage them. You might want one person to show up, but they might not like you. So they might not be here. But the people that are needed to be here in your vibration show up. The ones that are needed, the ones you need in your vibration. If you need good health in your vibration and the person you want to talk to is half dead most of their life, you're probably not going to ask them for health vibration in your life. You're going to ask for somebody to show up that has good health, that knows how to produce good health in their vibration. That's what you're going to ask for. So guidance, communication beyond the physical death. Guidance and inspiration, that's what spiritualism brings to you. Guidance and inspiration. Mediums and spirit guides may offer advice, inspiration on various aspects of life, helping individuals navigate challenges and choices align with their spiritual path. We all have a spiritual path. We all have a gift. You might have a gift of gab. I like to talk. But you have a gift. We have to realize what that gift is and what that vibrational gift is in our lives and work at that. Spirit won't let you out of here until you actually look at it. You're going to have to look at that gift. You have to work on that gift. Vibrational gift. You have to look at it. Because Spirit wants you to work with it. They send people, situations, and vibrations in your life to encourage the gift that you have. So, work at that. Work at that vibration. Maybe you're a distant healer. You don't like touching people. Maybe you just want to do distant healing. Maybe you want to do healing. Maybe you do automatic writing. Maybe you do some kind of spiritual reading, some kind of vibration. Whatever works for you, whatever puts the vibration in motion for you, do that. I'm not the spiritualist to tell you that you need to walk this certain way. I've got a special walk that you got to walk. Walk the way you want and make people wonder what you're up to. Wonder whatever you want to do in your life. Do what works for you, because if you don't do what works for you in the spiritual work, you won't do it. You'll give up on it. You'll go off doing something else. You won't produce your purpose in this lifetime. You won't produce it because you'll walk away from it. So do what you love and love what you do here on this earth plane. Sure, we gather people in our lives that we have to help, but sometimes we have to just say, do something else with your life, just not here. My mother used to say people in our neighborhood to win the lottery and move away. Never wished ill on them, just wish they would just win some money and go somewhere else. Not here. Spiritualism is to increase self-awareness. But it does. Spiritualism can lead to greater self-reflection and awareness of one's own thoughts, feelings, and spiritual potential. Once you get out here to Casadega, you kind of find that, you kind of feel that energy. You kind of sense that. You sense the vibration that's been here the whole time the camp's been here and even before. Of the energy that's been propelled here constantly throughout the years. So you feel it. You feel that comforting, that balance, like a big hug when you get here. Sit down next to the pond, you sit somewhere, you feel that hug because of all the energy and all the people who have sat there before you. Have left energy in this space, and you sit within their energy. When you do the work in spiritualism, you find that vibration for you, that connection. There's not just one road to the spirit world. There are many. There are many roads. There are many roads to the spirit world. I'm kind of a poster child for that. I was raised in a Southern Baptist family. My mother was a spiritualist. My grandmother was Native American. My other grandmother was Roman Catholic. And some of my other family members, I didn't know what they were. But there was that whole connection of different religions appearing in my house. So I learned from each one. I learned from each one of what they brought to me, what I felt fit me. And that's what you should do in your life. Come out to spiritualism. Not everything in this religion is going to fit you. Not everything's going to fit you. Some of it will. Take what you feel fits you. Make your own little basket, like that. Do that. Don't take it all in a whole face view. Take it for what you feel you need from it. We're all getting to the spirit world. We're all getting there. You might come in the back door. I might come in the front door. Somebody else might come in the side door. Somebody might parachute in. But we're all going to get there. Somehow we're going to get in the spirit world. Enhance your intuition and psychic abilities by having classes, by learning how to do it. But I know Joy teaches classes, I teach. People teach classes here. But people come to our classes one day, and then the rest of the week they do nothing. They come back the next week and go, I didn't get nothing, huh? Well, you're supposed to do something during the week. You're supposed to do something. Meditate a little bit. Do you meditate? No. Did you try to talk to Spirit? No. Did you do anything? No. So why are you in the class? Well, because I like the class. So, but it's that work, that vibrational work, doing it. It's what works for you. It might not, what I do for my spiritual practice might not work for you. You might say, well, I'm not going to do that. That's too much. But I meditate every day at the same time, every single day. I work with Spirit every single day. I don't miss a day unless I have to, and then if I do, I tell them, I explain to them, say, I'm going to have to miss today. I got busy. You got me busy doing your work. So I can't do it today, but tomorrow I'll be there tomorrow. Remember, Spirit will show up when you make an appointment with them. But when you make that appointment, they expect you to show up. They expect you to show the connection. They expect you to be there. Sense of purpose and meaning. What is your purpose? A lot of people come to mediums and psychics and mediums to kind of tell them their purpose. I love the bumper sticker says, what if life is only just about the hokey pokey? Put your left foot in, put your left foot out. Maybe it was just that. Maybe it was just that vibration. There's no big purpose. You to have fun, enjoy yourself, learn some lessons, help some other people, and get out of here. That was the whole thing. And we get so serious business. Why be so serious? I'm a Cancer, so I have fun. I don't take it so seriously. Why? I'm here to learn, I'm here to help, I'm here to encourage, and I'm here to get out of here. That's it. Then they might send me back or send me somewhere else. I don't know. But we're here to have fun. At some point, you can't be serious your whole life, make yourself sick, and then die. That's not that vibration. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself, figure out why. Why aren't you enjoying yourself? Why? Because if you aren't enjoying yourself, then you have to ask your guides why. Why aren't you doing that? And then ask for blessings. Ask for a blessing. Social connection and community. That's what the church is for. I want you guys to go out to Publix or somewhere around here and walk up to somebody and tell them you're a spiritualist. They'll take off running across that store and be scared to death of you. So this is like your community, because we all know you're half crazy. Some of you are full crazy, but we know that. But you're welcome. We welcome you, because we know that you're going through the same things that we went through when we first ventured in here. We were kind of like, what is happening? But then we said, oh, this works for me. Oh my God, this works for me. This fits me. The vibration fits me. It fits me. Because you remember, this is not one size fits all here. It's what fits you. Sure, we read our principles, but you got to remember that every time we read those principles in healing prayer, out of all the years that those have been read, at the exact same time in church services, that energy has been built up in the universal. So when you read those principles here today, there was hundreds and thousands of people in the spirit world turned to look and read them with you. They read that healing prayer with you. Hundreds and thousands of people in the spirit world stopped and looked and recited it along with you, because it is an energy that has been placed forth since the 1800s. It's like they have read things like this in churches for all these years. It's what it is, and Spirit recognizes it. Changing your views. It said here, where we all have to change our views, our vibration. I was raised vacational Bible school, no dancing, no kissing, no hugging nobody. Don't you dare hug somebody. It was this down Southern Baptist. My father used to sit in the church, and if you were down there sleeping or starting to nod, he had these little red New Testaments sitting right up here on the podium. He'd take them and flick them, hit you right between the eyes with them. Said, if you got time to sleep, you got time to read. So we used to be scared to fall asleep in his church because we knew we were getting a New Testament flown to us. And we used to tease our father. We used to sit out in the audience and go. So he'd get mad. But we had fun. We filled the baptismal with water and used it as a swimming pool. That didn't go off well either. So, but we enjoyed the vibration because when my mother used to take me to spiritualist camps throughout the United States, and I used to go to spiritualist camps, it reminded me of tent revivals. My father used to teach at tent revivals, and my mother used to take me to camp meeting. It felt the same to me. They were screaming and hollering, the spiritualists were screaming and hollering. It didn't bother. We were all doing the same thing, just in different ways, different vibrations. So I asked you in your life, do you want to be a blessing? Are you a blessing? And maybe the weeks to come, you can ask yourself that. Ask yourself when you leave today, am I a blessing? See what arrives in your life. If negativity and nothing but negative people start arriving in your life, say, you know, I need to change this. Once you change the energy, once you change the vibration, the negative people won't arrive. They'll move away. I think of the camp out here. I live up on a hill, so we're the hill people. People that live down here, they're the valley people. People that live over by the lake, they're the lake people. So you get down in the valley, it gets a little squirrely. Mountain people, we don't have enough air up there, so we have to take time to breathe. And the lake people, I don't know. But the question here is find out what works for you, what fits the vibration for you. Come to classes. You don't take a bunch of classes. Go online. There's so much stuff online now. Look, figure out, oh, that works. Oh, I like that. Ooh. Figure out what works for you. You don't have to come to classes, but go somewhere and ask yourself, okay. And most of the time, it will arrive in your life. It'll just fall off the shelf. It'll be in your vibration. It'll be near you. So trust yourself and be a blessing to yourself and be a blessing to others. Thank you.